today's upload. My name's Emma. Stick around for hauls and vlogs and chats. And you're like, Emma, where are you going? You look fancy. And I say to you, my friends, I ain't going nowhere. I just thought today I needed a pick-me-up, I needed a pep, I needed a spring in my step. So I thought I'd make myself look nice for you. This is for you. Yes, you. Watching wherever you're watching, this is for you. Enjoy. A little health update for those who have been following my very year-long boring allergy journey. I had my blood test this week. I get the results next week. I'll share on here what's going on. They think it could be asthma. I'm going to guess now. We'll see if my self-prognosis is correct. I feel that I am allergic to my girl's pet rats, which is weird because I had rats when I was young, but these things can develop in later life. Obviously not going to get rid of the rats. And I think that may have perhaps kick-started some sort of asthma. Unsure, but I'll let you know. But I've been blown into me peak flow, and I've been filling in my chart every day. So that's a little health update. I'll keep you posted. I'm sure you shan't sleep until I tell you what's going on. Hopefully it's nothing too dramatic, but just is what it is, isn't it? Today's going to be a homey vlog, guys. You know, what is the point of putting on a full face of makeup and doing your hair if you're not just literally staying in your house? Well, there's no point, is that? I'm going to be doing some restocking. I'm going to be doing some memory boxes, because loads of you ask about my memory boxes. And I've bought something that when I bought it, I thought, that's a great idea. Now I'm thinking, is it going to be rubbish? But I'm going to bring you through the whole process. I've already got 2 loads of washing on. The colours are out there drying. The whites are in the wash. Done my hair. I've got a monkey I have to sew up, and also I have, oh my gosh guys, so many badges to sew on my boy's Cubs jumper. But it looks a bit small for him. I ain't sewing it on a small jumper and then having to take them off. So I think I might just order him a bigger jumper, which will delay that job another week. So that's good. Right, let's go and see the restocking in the kitchen. Okay, I've took all the little stuff that I need to restock out of the fridge, given them a rinse and letting them dry off here. Well, what I will say is some bits that were left that were okay, I'm going to put in the pets. So every 2 days I fill these up for the hamster and the rats with kind of fruit and veg and, you know, leftover bits and bobs from fruit and veg. Always Google what fruit and veg they can have. You always have to have a good check. I feel like somebody can't have, I can't remember if it's grapes. I know dogs can't have grapes, but we always have a little Google. So I will fill those up. I've got some lettuce left and some fruit. So I can fill those up and pop those back in. And then I'm going to pop out to the shops and I need some grapes, some bluebs, raspberries are in here, some straws. I really struggled with the raspberries. So I rinsed them, and then you put like, it was disastrous. Then you put kitchen roll on the bottom. Then the kitchen roll it was just a mush. It was just a pot of mush. So I need to Google what I'm supposed to do with that. Loads of you said to keep the little air socket closed on this one. But then I looked and I think you're supposed to keep it open to keep the air circulating. So I've been rinsing them, putting kitchen roll on the bottom, a bit over the top. I'm sure you're like, Emma, this is not interesting, but this is what I'm dealing with. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going to do that again. I will not. Are you meant to rinse? Please just let me know. I meant to rinse raspberries because it was just pure sludge. It was not a good look. The thing I bought that I feel I might have been foolish is this. I went to Lidl. Lidl had so much good homeware. They had loads of fridge storage. So definitely go and check that out. Loads. They had all the can ones. Loads and loads and loads and loads. But I picked up this thing what you put your lids in. So I'm going to go through my pans and put my lids in this, and it's probably going to revolutionise my life. It's probably going to change my life so much, or I'm probably going to be like, I've got no room, nowhere to put this now. But that is the plan. I also got these. These are reusable bags, and I thought these are really good for my little fridge storage as well, to put, I don't know, put little bits and bobs. You can put sandwiches in, you can put fruit in, they'd be great for picnics. I really like this. I like the fact they're multicoloured. So, unsure if I'm going to use these at the moment, but I'll definitely be using them in the future. I just thought, and they were a couple of quid, so I'm going to put those in. And then, if you hear a noise, I've got this. Shall I just turn you off? I'm currently, I don't know how to turn it off. I'm going to turn it off with the plug. I'm currently, so I have, and I have mentioned this 1,000 times on my Insta stories. Whoops, a daisy Maisie. That's a plug. I get these essential oils. Well, Stephen has bought me for a few times. It's Main Street Melts Candle Company, and they get sent over from America. I can't remember. I do apologise if I've mentioned this recently, and I think it usually works out. It's not cheap. It's not a cheap thing. It usually works out about maybe about £50 for about 4 or 5, I think, including postage. I've got Soar Over Fiji, the Tiki Room, Pandora Banshee Flight, which is just like the Flight of Passage. I suppose they have to come up with like slightly different names, don't they? Soar Over Orange Grove, which is what we've got on today, which is very orangey. I'm not sure I recommend that. It's really orangey. Port Orleans, which smells like the Hotel Floridian, Main Street Bakery, and Mickey Waffles. And I've got another one upstairs in my office, one of the hotels, but I can't remember. So yeah, I really highly recommend those. This is what I'm going to be using for my storage boxes. Livano Home. I wonder, oh, Livano. Estunno. I don't know if they're all Lidl's own things, but I couldn't find in Home Bargains anywhere this kind of shaped box. So this was £9.99 for 3. It should fit A4 paper, because that is what a lot of the kids kind of artwork and certificates and stuff is. So this is going to be their new memory box, but I will come on to that a little bit later on, because I'm going to take it upstairs and I'm going to do a nice label for the front of it and everything. But right, let's see if this pan stuff works. Is it going to change my life? Stop the video and leave a comment and say, yes Emma it will, or no Emma, what a waste of £4. Does what it says on the tin. I only could find 3 lids, but you know, it's fine. I'm now I've gone down a hole of sorting this out. This is where we keep all our lids and everything, in this very clever cupboard. You know, I'm going to take out and clean it all. It's what happens, isn't it? You start one thing and then you're like falling down a rabbit hole of cleaning everything you've ever owned. No, Margot, she just continuously, oh, when I tell you this dog. So Lucy had been like an older dog for quite a while. The past few years, you know, she'd over kind of winding down. Marg, it is like having, can you see her? I love her with all my heart. It is just like having a little toddler. She's always in everything, she's walked off now with shame. She's always in everything, doing everything, getting in cupboards, getting in bins, walking around, wherever you go. She's just, and it is adorable. And yesterday I was sat on the couch, she's just got up. I kid you not, I wish somebody was filmed it, and she just like put her arms around me, like on my back, and just was like that. And I was like, come on. She just loves a cuddle, where Lucy was more of a, well, as you lot know, if you are older followers, you will remember the videos where I would say her name and she would ignore me, and I would then say the word treats and she'd look, but Margot, hello, should get you a treat. Better give her a treat now. Whereas Margot is just like so happy. I need to add treats to me. There you go, Baba. Margot's just so happy to be living her life. Right, I'm going to put all this back. But yeah, if you want a lid holder, Lidl, do it. And it's cheap and it works. Good news. Up in the office now, which is looking actually quite neat. I've managed to keep it neat. I added my extra Mickey down there, awaiting some pins. So, can you hear, like, even coming up the stairs makes me catch my breath. I just cannot wait to get this sorted. I'll be able to go and do my running again and all sorts of things. Anyway, Memory boxes. So, I've definitely mentioned we do memory boxes, and by we, of course I mean me. I do memory boxes for the kids because I love my children. I love my children. Children, if you're watching this in the future, I love you. I love you so much. But children bring a lot of art and crafts and certificates and models and all sorts of things home with them from various places, and it is just impossible to keep it all. It really is. You just can't. So we have memory boxes, and each memory box usually lasts a couple of years. I feel like this, I want to say this is my 3rd memory box for each child. So let's say each box maybe lasts 2 or 3 years. Turn my phone off. It's Gary Barlow again. It's ridiculous. There is a box separate for baby stuff. So what I do is I put stuff in it. For example, if they do some really fun art. So recently the kids, they did like something for charity. They did some art, you paid 50p, and then you could take the art home. Ethan did Pokemon. Erin did industrial stuff. So that will go in the box. Certificates go in the box when they outgrow scout stuff or whatever. That can go in the box, or dance certificates. So when they are older, they can have a little bit. It's actually really more for them. I'm doing this for them. So when they're older, they can have a little look through and laugh at their maths books from reception, and maybe see a certificate they won for something daft, like making a best Lego, whatever. So my old ones are now stored at the back at the loft, ready for whenever they want, and these are the new ones. And now when they show something, I can just go, oh, that's amazing. So it'll either be up in the living room for a bit, and then it'll be like, oh, that's been beautiful, and I can go in the recycling, or it'll be like, oh, it's beautiful, I'm going to put it in the memory box. So I've decided I'm going to get all the old Cricut out, and I'm going to make a label. I like to put the year on it. I'm trying to wonder how I'm going to do it. The name and the year, and then also, if it's easy to get to, they can go and put their own stuff in the memory box. The trouble is when you get things like giant plastic models and stuff like that, and I do wonder, let me know, parents of older children, will I get stuff to put in the memory box now Erin's off to secondary school? I'm not sure. Maybe it'll slow down, I suppose, as they get a bit older. But I've still got 2 years, obviously, at Ethan at primary school. So let's get the labels made and put them on the boxes. And then I've got a spare box. You know me. I can always do with a store. I'm looking around what I can put in my spare box. Maybe I might just keep it for emergencies, but I'm going to get the labels printed off. Huzzah! Hooray! I've done these. I'm wishing I'd done them in different colours, but I didn't, so I'm going to have to live with it. Also, guys, I can't, with my Cricut, for any Cricut, anybody who's got one out there, I get a sheet like this, and now I feel like this has just wasted all of it, and it's not cheap stuff. So let me know, how can that not happen? Should I rather wait for lots of stuff to print off all at the same time? Let me know. But yeah, I've done this. I'm going to tidy up this whole mess, put some stuff in, and come back to you. Currently listening to old Harry Styles because I'm going to the concert soon. So trying to do my, what have I got on my chin? Trying to do my homework and learn all the lyrics so I know everything, so I can dance. My sister knows them all, but I'm a bit behind. So that's what I'm doing while I'm cricketing. What a lovely afternoon. Hooray! So they're done. I'm gonna put them just probably in that little gap there, so I can get to them easily and fill them up. Hopefully this will last the rest of this year and next year. I'm hoping this will last a couple of years, and then they can just be stored. And then the kids, just when they're older, will just have a few boxes of like memories of schoolwork and certificates and medals and all sorts of little bits and bobs that are just nice. I'm doing it for them, really. I'm not really doing it for me. I'm doing it for them, so they can see how much they were loved and how proud we were of all the little things they do. I absolutely love it. Right, on to the fruit. Okay, the first thing I'm going to... Oh, God, sorry, I shouted then. I was like, okay. First thing I'm going to restock is my new... I'm trying Yorkshire tea decaf tea bags. Can we have any recommendations? My friend Melissa, who will definitely not be watching, we're meeting up next week, and she wanted us to do a tea bag exchange because we all drink different types of decaf tea, and she wanted to try different ones, but without committing to a box. I'm going to take a Yorkshire one. I'll blow a blipping mind. Done. Tea bags. Check. One thing down, several to go. Okay, I've filled these up. I've done the yogurts, and what you have to do is you have to push the old yogurts to the front to make sure they eat those. Margot, she's back again. You're not getting anything. Filled up these with some cheese and some pepperonis. We've got some... Stephen's probably the only one that will eat those. Got some bluebs, some raspberries, and some strawberries. I didn't wash the raspberries. I don't know if that's bad of me. I didn't wash them. Unsure, please let me know. You are literally my Google. Filled up the bananas. I think that is about it. Let me know if you want me to show you the whole process. I don't know if that's boring. See, I like stuff like that. It really relaxes me, just watching people do stuff. So like cleaning them and everything. That's my jam. If you give me an hour video of people just tidying, oh well, I won't be tidying. I'll just be watching you tidy. So I'm going to put all this in the fridge. I didn't get any grapes because the kids didn't really eat the grapes last time, and they've been eating other stuff instead. Which I'm glad at, because I think they were just naturally gravitating to the grapes because they were there. But now we've just got some different types of little snacks and treats and food for them, and so far it does seem to be working, and especially the pet stuff. So as I said before, I just fill this up every 2 days, and this will be enough for the animals, kind of 2 days, and then it stops the kids having to fast. You can walk past if you want. Stephen's just hanging some washing up. So that has worked really well. And also I've done things like just got little tubs of like little mini cucumbers. So if they come down and say they're hungry, I'm like, yeah, you can have whatever you want from the fridge. Like yogurt, cheese string, anything like that. I'm just trying to get a little bit more organised with the food. Thanks so much for your slow cooker recommendations. Of course, I will be hitting up my good friend Sarah Chaming Twins, who is smashing it at the moment. That goes without saying. But she doesn't do really long YouTube videos, does she? Anybody like that, let me know. Maybe I should get Sarah to teach me how to cook. Those videos would be hilarious. Oh look, Stephen got me these peonies. How pretty are those? Oh, they are my absolute favourite flowers, which I think is very basic of me, but you know what? I am a very basic person. Also, if you live in the Midlands, they've got this big new drive-through Tim Hortons. So I went and had a Tim Hortons. This is very Midlands specific, but the one in town seems to have quite a small menu, but this one had like a massive menu, and I picked up for the kids an after school treat of some Timbits. Did I eat some? Yes, maybe. I'm doing them a favour. They don't want to eat them all, so they've got some Timbits when they get back from school today. So there we go, another little homey vlog. Did some restocking. Let me know if you want me to do more. I think I just need to put some washing away now. The washing is never ending. Literally never ending. Today and yesterday I put washing out to dry, and then it rained, and that, excuse me, that was a little bit of Timbits. And that is annoying, just annoying. So yes, I gotta go and put some, I want to restock the stuff in the washing, the little utility room where I put the washing machine and everything. I do think I like my hair wavy, but I don't think I can do this every day. Well, certainly if I've got a bit of a hectic school run, but I think I'm just gonna have my hair, I do like it this length, but I saw a picture the other day where I had it quite short, and I thought, oh well, anyway, I'm talking absolute rubbish. I will see you in another few days. I love you lots. Let's chat in the comments. Oh, I also got my nails done. You might have seen. It literally looks like nothing has happened. But I got a nude shellac. Do you remember I went through a stage of getting like my nails done and stuff? But I did actually get them done this week. But they really are nude, especially if that angle looks so different. But yeah, I did get them done. It's made me feel a little bit fancier. Right, I love you lots, and I'll see you in another few days for another upload.